Morris from FishOn TV. It is Tuesday the 23rd, I think, 23rd of September, and I'm here at the absolutely wonderful Lindholm Lakes for the first qualifier of the Shimano Aero Ledger Cup, I think they call it. I think that's it. Anyway, yeah, first qualifier. There's 4 qualifiers. I got to the final last year. I qualified from Makins, and as you've seen, I have just drawn, well, it depends which way around Edley does this intro. I have drawn on Bonsai 78. That has had some recent form. Even though Bonsai's been fishing quite difficult of recent weeks, that's had some recent form as that area, along with sort of 81, 68, 70, those pegs. Really got to fancy my chances there, and to qualify, obviously we're trying to win the lake, win the match, but the top 5 on each lake goes through. So that's a real good chance. I know it's method, bomb can work, but I'll definitely be using like a little 5mm wafter. I've got some smaller wafters if I have to, and I'm hoping to have a decent day there. I've got Speedy on the lake with me as well. I don't know who's on the end peg, 83 I think it'll be, 83 or 84. They'll take some beating, depends who's on it. But yeah, I have fancied my chances to qualify from there. Well, actually more than half fancy if I get it right. As you know, I've not really been doing this commercial fishing for quite some weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty. I've been concentrating on natural venues, getting ready for Tamar. So it's pretty simple match today. It's pretty much going to be method most of the day. I'll set a bomb rod up as well with an 8mm pellet, because I know they have been catching on that. But method I know works very well on Bonsai. So wish me luck. Let me pull my van a little bit closer to the lake, and we shall see how we get on today. See you at the peg 78 on Bonsai. Right, all ready. It's only a 2-rod job. In fact, I've been ready 10 or 15 minutes. We've still got half an hour to go. Peg 74. I've just been to the toilet. I've just rechecked all my clips because Speedy isn't. You can't see him, but he's just there. He is very mischievous indeed. He thinks it's great clipping you up at 6 meters. So I've just rechecked both rods. So this peg potentially very good, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping they're going to be here, and if they are, it could be a really good day. We've got end pegs. I mean, this is a good peg at side of me, 81. End peg 83 up there is also a very good peg. Where Speedy is, these two are also good pegs, and it can produce on the other side, but of late it's not. But it was a few weeks ago. That's where all the weights were coming from. But things are definitely on the change. So Tids's fished this peg, and he's just said, look, this is where I've caught, and I'll show you where it is. And I thought pretty much so. There's still a snag there where the ducks are, but it used to come out quite a bit, and I can still see a little bit. I know Alex has been out, but there's still a snag there, but that's where the fish want to be. So I clipped up to the island there. I know for a fact they'll go this way, but I'm hoping some will go this way. Try and get them in sharpish. That's one line, and in the middle of the 2 islands he says that he's caught there. I have been on this peg before. When I've gone up to the island, I've not had that much success, but it has been winter. But he said the same. He says no, he says I've caught in the middle. So they're hopefully going to be my 2 main lines. I will set one up, a few pellets at sort of 3/4 of the way across, just like on the bottom of the shelf from the island. And I don't think you can ignore, I've just gone round with my keep net, and I've probably got at a metre out off the bank. I've probably got, where is it? It's that far on my keep net. What's that? 2.5 foot, and it's about the same 2 meters out on this side. So I will put a few little nuggets of micros down there. So again, these are my micros. Just get a little and just squeeze them into little balls like that. Just to give you size wise, that's a 20-gram bomb. There you go. So they're just little nuggets, just to chuck in and hopefully tempt a few fish. So I will put those down there. But I think they're going to be my 3 main lines. 3/4 short of the island. I have been tied up to the island, never had a fish, so I'm going to probably come a couple of meters, 3 meters off, 2 meters off, and if I feel I can go closer, I will do. But I'll put a few pellets there, pellets to the left, pellets down the middle, between the islands, and it's going to be method over the top. Now I've got just micros, which if I'm using just micros, I will use that, because I like the way that it sits in there better. And then the method will be just ground bait. In fact, I've got another tub to do for just ground bait. That's 4 parts ground bait, 1 part micros. And obviously the different wafters. I'm hoping it's just going to be little 5mm. They're the 5mm. But I've also got the little 3mm Bandon wafters. I've got the mini up baits, the little wowzers. They're 3mm, they're good. They're also good. White. So, and that's what I'll be using down at Tamar, the 3mm ones. So, dead simple day. If there's fish there, I'm hoping to catch them. I should catch them. So, feeling quite happy, feeling quite confident. Let's hope I can get in the top 5. It'd be nice to win the lake, but just to sort of feel like I've had a good day. But yeah, probably as good a peg as I've ever drawn on bonsai. Get in. So we'll see you people during the match. I've just drifted over to peg 68. I thought it were Adam Wakeling, but no, it is just as mischievous as Adam Wakeling, aren't you? Nick Speed!
We're very similar. Myself and
Nick
Adam.
Speed,
I'm a little bit lighter though.
So, yeah, he is a little bit lighter nowadays.
Yeah, I am, mate. Started cycling.
Yeah, good lad.
Yeah.
So, Shimano Aero Cup, Ledger Cup.
Yeah, this is it. First qualifier. Sold out.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
What are you thinking then? I mean,
mean,
we all look forward to it, don't we?
Let's just all stand back for a sec. We're fishing.
Yeah.
A great day. The sun's shining.
Yeah.
And we're at a venue. I mean, I've been on river a lot this year, and what I'm looking forward to now in the autumn is coming to places like this, knowing that you're going to sit on your peg and get loads of bites. You know, and this is why we love it. It's a great event. Yeah. And it shows how popular this event, or this style of fishing, is becoming in this area especially, because the tickets sell out quite quick. Yeah, and I've noticed they've started doing it on a lot of other venues now, haven't they?
True. It's become really popular.
Yeah, so this was the footprint of where it all began, really. Yeah. And, I really fancy it. So obviously we've got 60 anglers divided between bonsai, local and bennies. Yeah. There's 20 on each lake. And this is why I wanted to bring into the feeder fraternity, let's call it, feeder fishing, an event where it's not just about winning your zone. If you actually fish half a good match and you manage to come in the top 5 in your 20 peg zones, you deserve to qualify, and that's what this event is about. Yeah. And I think that's why it's appealing.
So it is top 5 goes through, isn't it?
Top 5, yeah.
So quite a few chances there, basically.
Yeah, there's quite a few anglers on the lake that you think have got a chance. So this is what makes it interesting. I'm happy with Joe. You're definitely happy with Joe.
Oh,
I'll be honest with you. I've known Alan quite a bit now, and it's very rare he's not on a good peg. You're always on a good. You and Woody. Where is he, by the way? Where is Woody? Where is
Woody he? He's drawn a flyer. Peg 5 on bennies.
Oh, that's nice.
That's all right, isn't it? All right. He's got a chance to top 5 for sure.
And he's not got far to walk back to the van to get some more food either, has he?
No, there's not very far to walk at all. But I'm sure he'll have a big box full of it anyway. But the ultimate draw bag. Yeah. Craig Tidswell. Do you know where he's drawn?
Oh, where's he drawn now? Oh, 23 on bennies.
What do you reckon to that?
He's incredible. Yeah, but 23 is... Sometimes it's not always the peg that you expect it to be, and when it's been a cold night like what it was last night, I'd say this is the coldest night we've had without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, definitely. Transition period, isn't it? Things are changing.
It's been changing, Nick. I've noticed for the last 3 weeks. Yeah. It's been getting, the catches have dropped. They're catching in different ways.
So now your question is, are you going to catch in that deep water? Yeah. You know, places like Loco, it could be fish topping all day, but because it's of the event that we're all fishing on the bottom, whether it's a bomber, a feeder, or near the bottom, you can't employ the right methods sometimes when it's high pressure. It's a lovely bright sunny day. You could really struggle on loca and bennies as well. You know.
I know.
The advantage that he's got, he's one of the few pegs on the lake where he can actually, he's got a choice of different depths.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
You know. So.
And you would take it
every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
What weight do you think is going to?
£80.
£80 for bennies.
£80. No, I'm a bugger bennies. Here.
Bonsai. I even work here and I don't know where I am.
Yeah, £80.
£80.
£80 will definitely get you in. I'd be absolutely gobsmacked if it doesn't. Even it could be hard. £50, £60 could win the lake, you know. So.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Who's to know?
Well, thanks for talking to us, Nick, and we'll see you people during the match.
Happy docking.
Right, we're just waiting for the all in. 10:59. Yeah, the goose with the broken wings, flapping his wings. I wonder why it's stuck out like that. Poor thing. Anyway, first cast over to the left. We'll see what happens. We're all in. I've started slightly to the left, quite a little bit away from the snag. Let's see if we get a few there, and I think I'm probably going to have to move towards it a little bit more. Could be wrong. I really don't know how it's going to fish today. It's been really cold this morning. I've got a little MAP Parabolics 9-foot bomb rod for that short chuck. Very soft rod, and hopefully these little F1s, I'm hoping not to lose too many because they can quite easily bounce off. I'm going to be really careful with the pellets I put in to start with. I'm not going to feed heavy because it's definitely on the change for sure. We'll see what happens, people. Two lots there. Leave that for a little bit. No signs yet. And I'll probably have 3-minute casts. In the summer I probably only have 1-minute casts, but I'm going to have 3-minute casts for the first couple of casts, put a little bit of bait down and work it from there. We'll see what happens. Get in. Well, we're an hour in and this is my first bite and there's nobody really catching anything. Nick's had one, don't know how big it was. I had half an hour to the left, I had a couple of little casts just in front. This looks like it's a carp, or a carp. And I've gone to the gap in between the island and I went just to the back of my pellets, feeding very few pellets. They're literally only in, I've not had a sign on anything. No, I've had the odd tiny little liner, but it definitely feels like winter mode today. I know the sun's out and I'm actually really warm, but it definitely feels like winter mode today. It's I wasn't expecting it to be this quiet. The end peg's caught when I saw him land one, but I've not seen very many fish at all caught. So we could be in for a really tough day. And I don't know how big that was. Maybe 2.5. So I've swapped from like just micros to ground bait and micros. I've not tried just ground bait yet, but this, I got that one on ground bait and micros. I just fed a few pellets. So he's just got a small F1 at the side of me. So I'll give that another go. And that's right at the back of where my pellets are going. Proper bite as well. Straight round, no messing. I'm just thinking, crikey, what is actually going on here? I'm beginning to think, oh, I've just got a little liner there. Just a slight bend in the tip. Yeah, feeding very little. I am feeding, I've decided I wasn't going to do, but from what I'm feeling about the day, I've started feeding maggots just in front instead of pellets. Maggots can work if they are starting to slow down a little bit. So, maggots in front. Oh, liner. So I've had no movement on my tip for an hour virtually, and it's just flown round. I've just had a liner there. Are they actually over the few pellets that I've fed? Don't know. But that was a good sign that it was a carp anyway. We'll put, it might have been 3, I'll put 3 down, it might have been £3. Pellets dropped out then, didn't quite get that right. Just like, it went straight over the top then, but I'm not too worried if it's over the top of my feed. And normally here, in between, you can start to see a few little bubbles appear where your bait's been. I can't see anything. I think we're in for a tough day, people. Unless, as the sun, I mean it is warm now, I can feel it now, it's warm, people are down to t-shirts. Unless they switch on as it warms up. But the first hour, crikey, there we go, that's on. And that's a better fish. Oh, you bloody thing. Tried going round back at Island, that. Felt it on a snag, caught on something that. It's definitely broke it, yes, broke me hook length in half. Bloody hell. That were a proper one as well. Bloody hell. So let me get this changed. And we'll go back out. Felt it must be a branch or something. It definitely just snapped me up. It's just cut it straight in half. Right, let me get reset up. Right, I've had a couple more. And I've just gone a little bit further and the same thing happened. It tried to go in that snag again. I put my rod eye and managed to guide it round the island. I think it's a carp. Certainly feels like a better fish, but it's evident everybody's saying how hard it's fishing. The smaller fish seem to be where my pellets are, the back of my pellets. And where carp are, but the trouble is it's trying to get them around that. I also want to go around the back of the island when you hook it. I'm hoping this is a good carp. It certainly feels it. I've just started putting a few nuggets. That's a right bonus in here. That's a good 8-pounder. They're the bonus ones that we're after. It's unbelievable, a little 3mm wafter. Just on a 14. Wrap round its bloody fins and all sorts. I won't give up. Got the hook out, wrap round its fins and everything. Gotcha. Yeah, these got to be, I'm going to say 8 pounds. Beauty. Okay. He's wanting to, he's not letting me get him out. Swim it back into my landing net. Well, that'll do, people. Just the little 3mm wowzers. It just shows you don't need big baits for big fish. I've always thought that. It's easy for them to suck up with all the other little micros. There's a little yellow wowser. I always check that these sit up properly, because otherwise, like that's a brand new one, that is not sitting right. So that's no good. If they don't sit up, you're wasting your time. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you might get one. I prefer it to be sat. Like that is sat absolutely lovely. Just over at top at bend of the hook lays flat, peachy. So once that's on the bottom, it just wafts about and it's like going, eat me, eat me. Well, that's what I think anyway. I could be talking absolute nonsense, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Again, sparingly with the feed. I've got to go there again. It's just a swine getting it away from that snag. Yeah, a little bit short. That could be small fish territory. That's probably right over the pellets. I'm not clipped up for it to go in the same spot. Oh, liners already. And I've hardly had any signs at all that there's fish, but definitely had a liner there. I keep putting maggots here, and I keep putting sparingly pellets to the left and over there. I've probably fed that one a little bit more positive than the others, but not a lot. It definitely feels like a tough day for sure. That's a right bonus fish. Fish that size in here, real bonus. Yeah, that's gone. Small fish. And that were over my pellets, and this is just what I'm thinking of, because of the indications I was getting on previous casts. I just thought they're smaller fish, and I definitely think the carp. And these can always just unhook themselves. Don't know how, but they just do. As soon as you get to like here, trying to lift them up. So my thinking is right. There's definitely, I think the smaller ones are coming to the pellets. Pellet noise, and I think the bigger ones are just hanging off the back, because it's strange. I've had two decent fish, not as big as that one, and then the one that you saw that I lost was definitely a carp of that size. You can just tell the way it feels. So let's see if I can get this to the back of where my pellets are going. and I've just seen the first sign of a few bubbles where I've been catching the carp. Right where that coot is now. Not coot, moorhen. That is probably a foot past where the bubbles were. Happy with that. And if it goes, I've got to put my rod right over it at right and rod eye and try and pull it round the island because it just goes left. You can see I'm not rushing to fire pellets in because I just don't think it's one of them days. Just steady away. So I'm going to put a pound on because my other one were a bit more than a pound, the other small one. So there were four or five landed exactly where my pellets are going, and 2 just landed roughly where my feeder is. So I'm happy enough with that. So that's probably like 3/4 of the way across. So wherever the last few maggots land, I'm going to chuck my feeder to the back, just the back of the main feed. Probably about 14 metres there where that is. A little indication. Let it go. I had little movement like that before. So at least it feels like since the sun's been out and warmed up a little bit, there's 1 or 2 fish knocking about. Get in. Come on, big carps. What a lovely day. Can't believe it. And I'm up in morning, off to Tamar in morning. Can't wait. Can't wait. 1 more sleep. Actually, it's 2 more sleeps before I fish. It's a great saying, that, isn't it? Right. Let's hope this continues, are we? So it's 1:45 with 1 hour and 45 in. I've got about £16. And I think that's doing alright. I don't think anybody else round me here has got more than that. Not that I've seen. So, get in. It's still rocket hard. I've got caught on a snag out there earlier to reset this line up over to the left. I have had one, a little chuck down there and a little left one in the margin, so that's looking quite good for a bit later on. Not a lot, there's 1 or 2 caught to my left, 1 or 2 caught to my right, but not a lot of fish. I've left that line to the right alone for half an hour. I'm going to be going on that shortly, and I've come quite a little bit shorter away from the island, which is where I've just had that one from. And I think I've got about £21, something like that. Which I think might be, I don't know, I just can't see anybody else really. Going off what I've seen around here, that's doing alright, but how am I doing on the lake? I don't know, because there's quite a few other anglers. So I'm going to have one more go out there. I've tried just in front of me and nothing. It's the only line I've not had a bite from, which I remember from previous. Come here, you bloody little spikes and little wafters. See how that's set? Perfect. So I have come quite a little bit off it because I've I've caught a snag twice out there. The thing is, I've chucked a bomb out and pulled it through and it's fine. It's just when you hook a fish, they seem to head for it. Whatever it is, they're heading for it when you hook them, so you've got to be a little bit aggressive when you hook them. Really try and drag them out. I'll try that again. So that's probably about a metre off. Putting the rod quite a little bit further back, just so when I were about a foot off, which might have been in too shallow a water, I don't know. But I have had fish there, but the trouble is, you go any closer, and I'm getting caught. So I don't want to lose any more gear. Keep feeding fuel pellets, not a lot, little liner there. Just keep the fuel. Oh, that just went like that, a little quick, really quick bounce up and down. Started feeding pellets there now. Just a few. I've had maggots going in. I'm hoping it'll bring some fish in. And now I've just started feeding a few pellets. Got to put my timer on. I've left it like 8 minutes and 6 and 7 minutes just to see. And when I do get a bite, I generally get it within the first 3 minutes. So I've decided not to leave it no more than 6 now, and just keep moving, swim to swim. It's something I've done. That's got to be on. And there's fish there because there are a few spooked then, and they were all off the island quite a bit. And these little matte bond rods are brilliant. They're so soft and lovely. Love them. I haven't told you where the lads are, have I? David's on. He's on Benny's 5, which is not a bad area. Oh, that's a car. I wasn't expecting that to be an F1. And Tidsy. That boy can draw. He's drawn the absolute flyer, peg 23, but what I will say is peg 23, even though you take it every day of the week, is a funny old peg. I've seen people blank there, not because they're no good, it's just how it is. So he's got to be £3. I don't know that will fall in me. 1, 2, 3. It's a little white wafter little wowser I've been using today. It seems to be the best one, I don't know why. But it's been doing alright, we can't complain, can we? As long as we're catching fish, who cares what colour it is? But we do keep swapping and changing pink and yellow. And the white one, for some reason today, seems to be the best one. So a little method, 20 gram method, ground bait micros. I'll give that another go there. Chance with pulling rod right back gives you a chance to get a fair few winds on in case you hook a big one. They're lovely and soft, these little bomb rods. They're great for this kind of fishing, method feeder fishing for F1s. Brilliant. I can't tell you how good they are enough. So there we are, people. I think £24, and there's just over 2 hours to go. I think that's got to be doing alright from what I can see. But who knows? Who knows? Right, let's hope I keep catching 1 or 2 fishies. Hey, come on. I'm a bit arrested. On my right, I'm just going over. I saw a fish, a couple of fish. There's some reeds hanging over, so I just cast it right where I'd seen a fish top, and it's gone round after 3.5 minutes. Decent size, that one. The guy to the left just had a really nice fish. They're going to be bigger than that when it's set off. They're right eruption when I hooked into it. I thought it's got to be a big carp this, but it wasn't. Tried going into the snag to the left. It went from the right hand side of the island straight to where the snag is. It's as if they know. Come on lads, let's get in here. There's a good chance of us getting off in this snag. Bloody things. That's still sound okay. I had a couple of little liners and then it absolutely smashed round. So he's got to be £3, which takes me on to 27. And it's 2:20. I've started feeding the margins quite a little bit more now. It'd be nice to have a little arrival down there. I'm not holding my breath, but you never know. Just there, absolutely on the money. Get in. Let's hope that flies round again. I'm keeping the pellets going in short, and I'll keep having a look on that. But like I say, over my pellets have been smaller fish. I've been going to the back of them. They tend to be sort of that size. But you've got to keep having a look where your pellets are, because if the fish come over them, there's a good chance of a good run. I keep doing the same over there. Keep putting a few pellets, not a lot. Lovely. On. Is it going out over to the left again? He's out. Nice one. That didn't take long, did it? A minute. Nice if I like that till end. Smaller, £1.5. But we'll take anything with the way it's fishing. Oh, I can't even see hook. Not even £1.5, maybe £1, just over £1. We'll stick £1 on. Again, white wafter, but I have had the other fish on a yellow wafter over there, but I don't think it really makes any difference. I think they come to the ground bait and suck everything up that's round where your ground bait and pellets are. Oh, that were alright people, wasn't it? Nice one. That's okay. Didn't think it was going to sit properly then, but it did. think Nick's getting much. I've heard him just say it's dead. The guy to my left's definitely have one or two. Don't know exactly what he's had because there's a bush in the way I can't really see. We've got to go back there again. Get in. Drop it in the honey pot. Nice one. Line sink. Lovely. All set. Hope that's on. Look at that, straight left again. Right. I'm not going to get this. I think that's gone round back at Island. Oh, he's come out, nice one. Get in, you beauty. That didn't take long, did it? Instant. There's like a small F1. He didn't half shoot over to the left again. Oh, what a gentleman, he's unhooked himself. Again, maybe a pound. Not a big one. Maybe a pound. He didn't half shoot round to the left. Good job he wanted 10 pounder, I never got him out. I think that's still sat okay. Yes. So I think we've got to go back there again. I don't know what you lot think, but I certainly do. Right. I'm just going to my margin. I've just had a small F1. And this has literally only been in 30 seconds. It's gone round again. It seems like a better F1. But what I will say is, the guy to my left had a fuel cart, and so has the guy to my right, and the proper ones as well. I don't know what weight they've got. It's hard to tell what I'm doing. I know the MPEG's catching one or two. I've just got another one, another carp. But he's catching carp, and I can't get any carp now. The proper ones as well. I need 5 of these, the ones he's catching. So he's doing really well, that guy. I'm up against it when if they're catching like 5, 6, 7 pound carp, I'm catching pound and a half F1s. But we've got an hour left. And there seems to be some fish in this margin. So let's hope we can have a few, catch quite a few. So that one will be £2. I think I've got about £33. He's got to have that at least inside of me. But it's not a case of winning the match. Top 5 I'm hoping for. That's to qualify. Top 5 on your lake. And that were a really vicious bite, didn't have smash round. Come on, fishy. When they take it, it's like the rod won't bend anymore. It's brilliant. There you go. Didn't take long, did it? Well, that were lucky boy. He's probably about a pound, just over maybe. Oh, swim back in. Half a dozen out of margins, but it's just gone funny. I've just gone over my pellets. And it's just a small over my pellets between the islands. Just a small F1. I'm just giving it a couple of minutes to settle in my margins. There's about 20 minutes left, if that. So I think I won't be far off £40, I don't think. So we'll see you people at the weigh-in. See how we've gone on. I think the guy to my right might have done me on the end peg because they've been catching carp and I just can't get any carp. Don't know why. I'm going to do with one of those 8-pounders for sure. And I don't know how the rest of the lake's gone on. I really couldn't tell you. Let's get that back out there. It took it instantly, that. The line hasn't even tightened up. So just as I was doing that, it went straight away. So we'll see you people at the weigh-in. Well, all weighed in, and they've actually weighed a little bit more than I thought. At £40, excuse me, at £40 on my clicker, and they've weighed 49 dead. 64, I think, 64 pounds has won the whole match out of 3 lakes. 58 has won Bonsai. And I've come 6th by £1. And the last half hour I was catching in the margin. I probably had 6 or 7 fish in the margin, and there were fish there. And I could not get another bite. I went back out long. I think you saw the little tiddler. I thought I'd rest it, go back down, see if I can get a couple more, and never had a proper bite. And loads of indications there were fish there, but it just wouldn't go round. I've probably had 6 ounce in the last half hour, and the way I was catching and the fish that were there, I thought I'm going to get another 3 or 4 here, and it never happened. I've lost 2 in snags. I had that one that cut me off in a snag, proper fish. It could have quite easily have been a lake win, but that's just fishing for you, and I'm sure other people have lost fish, but very close call indeed. It's fished hard. It's a decent area. I really fancy my chances for qualifying from there. It's a potential match winning peg, that peg. It's had reasonable form over the last few weeks, but having said that, pegs can change, and was it this cold weather? I daredn't go tight to the island, because every time I went tight to the island I kept losing my gear. So I had to come off the island. Don't know. I thought I fished it as it should have been fished. And looking at the weights, we've had like 58, a 56, a 54, a 52, a 50 and 2 ounce and 49. So I've not been a million miles away. End peg had 56, end peg 83, I think it was either 83 or 84 he was on. A good area. You'd always take that peg, but you'd always take my peg as well. There's always a battle between those sort of top 3 pegs. I've beat the guy to my right, beat the guy to my left, and everybody else round and behind me. So I've done all right. I'm a bit gutted I haven't qualified. I thought when they tipped and it went to 49, I thought that's got to be enough. And then Alex says, I think you needed 51. Oh God, anyway, I found out I did. I needed £51. and it was quite achievable. Half an hour to go. I would have thought at the end there, I thought I was definitely going to get a couple or 3 more fish, but it just never happened. Well, that's fishing for you people, that's fishing. But thoroughly enjoyed the day. Winter's starting to set in, it's starting to get difficult, it's turning. I know it gets warm during the day. It's definitely affected the fishing. Nick Speed's hardly caught anything. He can't believe, I mean, that's a decent area where he was. He can't believe how tough it's been. So I'm not on my own, having a tough day. Well done, Alex Doherty, through to the final. Tidsy on the flyer has come second on his lake, so he's through. Woody has come 6th by 2 ounce. Unlucky Dave. Looks like me and you's off down to Makings, pal. So yeah, we've just missed out, me and Dave. We did his best. You can only do your best. And I did. So I'm going to shoot straight off. I'm not staying for presentation because I've got to get the rest of my gear ready for Tamar. I'm away in the morning for 9 o'clock. And we'll see you people down at Tamar. Looking forward to it. Don't know what that's going to fish like. I've got a couple of days practice to see where the skimmers are, see where people are catching them from, and try and work out in 2 days where I need to be. If I'm on roach pegs, I'll be honest with you, I think I'll be at my depth, because there's no way I can catch the amount of fish that people like Adam Wakeling and Steve Linger and Lee Kerry. I can't catch the roach as quick as them. They're just experts, that's why they fish for England. I need to be on skimmer pegs to give myself half a chance of doing well. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm sure everybody else is hoping for skimmer pegs. Right, that's me done. Hope you enjoyed the video at Lindholm Lakes. There will be many more. We've got the Bomber Feeder League here. And we're down at Makings in a week's time for the same competition. See if we can get through down at Makings. Oh, there we go. Don't forget, people, it is absolutely free to subscribe to this channel, and if you click that notification bell you get all our videos as we upload them, and the thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, people, take care and don't forget to fish on.